They ask me why I'm here before the sun comes up. Same reason I drop to my knees before I stand up. This body is a temple. I don't build it for the mirror. I build it for the kingdom. Let the iron make me clearer. Yeah. Hey. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. 5 a.m. the bar is cold, the plates are heavy, but my spirit's been prepared for this, I'm always ready. Every rep's a prayer, every set's a declaration. I don't train for glory, I train for transformation. Iron sharpens iron, Proverbs told me so. The pressure in this process is the way that I grow. My muscles breaking down so something new can be restored. Every drop of sweat and offering I'm giving to the Lord. They say, take a rest day, but the enemy don't rest. So I'm pressing past the burn, pressing past the test. Romans 5:3-4, I'm letting trials build my strength. My endurance is a weapon, God is going to the lane. Temple of the Holy Ghost, can't neglect the house. Every set I finish strong, every doubt I cast it out. The furnace burns the impure, Isaiah said it plain. I don't fear the fire now, I was refined in the flame.
Iron in my hands, fire in my veins. God is in the gym,
He knows my name.
when my body's breaking, spirit takes the strain.
I don't train for glory,
I train for His reign. Iron and fire, iron and fire.
Yeah.
Every rep I push, I'm going higher. Iron and fire, iron and fire.
forged in the furnace.
I am God's desire.
Yeah. Paul said I discipline my body, bring it low, not to punish it, to let His power flow. The weak things of the world confound the strong and wise. So I show up broken and I let Him be my prize. 6 plates on the bar and my hands are shaking now, but I've seen what God can do, so I'm not backing down. Gethsemane, He sweat like blood before the cross. My suffering in this gym is nothing but counted all as lost, but even loss becomes a gain when kingdom is the goal. The iron tests the flesh, but God is testing something more. My soul, every scar, every callus on my hands is proof that I showed up. I stood up under every roof. Malachi 3:3, He sits as a refiner. His fire don't destroy me, it just makes me finer. So I welcome every weight, every wall, every wave. The only thing that's dying here is fear inside a slave.
Iron in my hands, fire in my veins.
Yeah.
God is in the gym,
He knows my name.
when my body's breaking,
Hey.
spirit takes the strain.
I don't train for glory,
I train for His reign. Iron and fire, iron and fire. Every rep I push, I'm going higher. Iron and fire, iron and fire.
forged in the furnace.
I am God's desire.
You can't break what God already broke. You can't burn what's already been through smoke. This body is a weapon and it's been through fire. Forged in the furnace, I'm ascending higher.
Every way I live,
He lifts it with me.
every chain I break.
He already freed me.
Temple of the living God.
I will not fall. Iron sharpens iron. I was built for all.
Iron in my hands, fire in my veins. God is in the gym,
He knows my name.
when my body's breaking, spirit takes the strain.
I don't train for glory,
I train for His reign. Iron and fire, iron and fire. Every rep I push, I'm going higher. Iron and fire, iron and fire.
forged in the furnace.
I am God's desire.
Every rep is an act of worship. Every drop of sweat, an offering. The body is the temple, and the temple, will not fall. While you were sleeping,
God was working,
while you were comfortable, He was calling.
He never clocked out.
Not once, not ever. So tell me why you think you get to stop. Yeah. Tell me why. Yeah. Sun ain't even up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Sun ain't even up and I'm already moving. Can't afford to lose the time that I've been using. God been holding planets in their orbit through the night. While I was laying still, he never turned off any light. Psalm 121, he never sleeps, he never slumbers. I wake up to his mercy like I'm reading through the numbers. Every breath I take is proof that he's consistent. So my inconsistency is something I can't live with. John 5:17, the Father always working, so his sons don't get to quit when pressure starts hurting. This ain't grind culture, this is kingdom consecration. Every drop of discipline becomes a declaration. I ain't chasing clout, I ain't chasing the applause. I'm building something holy underneath these callous paws. They see the body changing, but they don't know what it costs. Every no days off is me picking up my cross.
No days off, no days off.
Yeah. God don't stop, and neither do I.
No days off, no days off.
I was made to grind till I glorify. Every morning is a mercy, every rep's a battle cry. He never left his post, so I can never wave goodbye.
No days off, no days off.
Yeah. This is kingdom till I die. Yeah. Isaiah 40:28, he does not grow weary. So when I start to fade, I need to hear this even clearly. The everlasting God, creator of the ends of earth, doesn't tire, that same power lives in me from birth. Colossians 3:23, whatever that I do, I do it with my whole heart, like I'm doing it for you. Not for the gram, not for the gym, not for the people watching, not for the PR, not the mirror when I'm posing. This is worship in the weight room, altar in the iron. Every scar across my hands is where I'm building Zion. Go to the ant, Proverbs says consider all the ways. She ain't waiting for a coach, she's grinding through the days. No overseer, no ruler storing up in summer. So when the winter hits, she doesn't fold and go under. I learned that from the smallest thing I put upon this earth. Consistency and discipline have always been my worth.
No days off, no days off.
God don't stop and neither do I.
No days off, no days off.
I was made to grind till I glorify. Every morning is a mercy, every rep's a battle cry. He never left his post, so I can never wave goodbye.
No days off, no days off.
Yeah, this is kingdom till I die. Rest is not the same as quitting.
Rest is loading up the weapon.
God rested on the 7th.
But he wasn't never empty.
He was modeling the pattern.
Not surrendering to plenty.
So I sleep to come back stronger, not to hide behind the sheets. I recover like a soldier who is resting between beats. But when the morning comes around and duty calls my name, I rise up like the son of God. I play the Father's game. No days off,
No days off,
God don't stop and neither do I.
no days off, no days off.
I was made to grind till I glorify. Every morning is a mercy, every rep's a battle cry. He never left his post, so I can never wave goodbye.
No days off, no days off.
This is kingdom till I die. He holds the stars in place every single night. He sustains your lungs while you sleep. He never took a break from being God. So the question is, what's your excuse? What's your excuse? Ah.
Ten spies looked at giants and saw their own grave. 2 spies looked at giants and saw the promise God gave. The giant didn't change, only the eyes did. The question was never the giant's size. The question was always, whose side are you on? They all saw the same valley, the same shadow, the same threat. 10 or 12 ran back to camp, that's something I can't forget. Numbers 13, they said we looked like grasshoppers in their sight. But David never checked his height before he entered the fight. He checked his God, that was the only math he needed. The giant talked for 40 days and 40 days unheeded, until a shepherd boy walked down with nothing but a stone and taught the whole army what it means to not fight alone. See, the giant in your life was sent to separate the chosen. The ones who run reveal the vow their heart had left unspoken, but the ones who run taught it. They're the ones the Father calls. They're the Davids in the making, built to sprint at giants' walls. I don't see the obstacle, I see the open door. I don't see the weight I'm under, I see what the weight is for. Psalm 18:29, I leap across the wall. If God is in the valley, then the giant's gonna fall.
This is Goliath season.
I was made for this.
I don't run from giants.
I run at giants.
This is Goliath season.
Step into the field.
The bigger that they stand, the more the Lord is revealed. Goliath season.
No fear in my chest. God already won the war.
I'm just passing the test. Goliath season.
Load the stone, take aim.
Every giant falls when I call on his name.
They told me I was too small for the weight I was carrying, too young for the calling, too broken for the marrying. But David was dismissed before the prophet even came. His own father left him in the field, still God called his name. 2 Timothy 1:7, God ain't give me fear. So every time the giant speaks, I need to make it clear. I come to you in the name of the Lord, a host above, a God of war and glory, wrapped in covenant love. You've been defying the armies of the living God too long. Now the stone is in my hand and it's the spirit making me strong. 31, if God is for me, who stands against? I've done the math, the giant loses every chance. Past, present, future, it was always a done deal. Goliath died the moment David's faith became his shield. So when you see your giant standing loud across the field, don't forget that's just the altar where your destiny gets sealed.
Goliath season.
I was made for this.
I don't run from giants.
I run at giants.
This is Goliath season.
Step into the field.
The bigger that they stand, the more the Lord is revealed. Goliath season.
No fear in my chest.
God already won the war. I'm just passing the test. Goliath season.
Load the stone, take aim.
Every giant falls when I call on his name.
The giant is too big to miss, not too big to beat. He's been standing in your valley since before you found your feet. But you were chosen for this moment, not in spite of what you face. You were chosen for this moment because of God's own grace. Isaiah 54:17, no weapon formed shall stand. The giant brought his armor, but he's fighting God's own hand. So lift your head, load the sling, stop counting what you lack. David never checked the scoreboard, he never looked back.
This is Goliath season.
I was made for this.
I don't run from giants.
I run at giants.
This is Goliath season.
Step into the field. The bigger that they stand, the more the Lord is revealed.
Goliath season.
No fear in my chest. God already won the war. I'm just passing the test.
Goliath season.
Load the stone, take aim.
Every giant falls when I call on his name.
Your giant has a name. Your giant has an address. And the God who sent you into that valley already knows how the story ends. Run toward it. The stone is already loaded. There's a garden called Gethsemane, where the Son of God knelt down and the weight of the world pressed so hard against his flesh that his sweat turned to blood. He could have walked away. He had 12 legions of angels on standby, but he stayed, not because he had to, because he chose to. That's the standard. Luke 22:44, his sweat fell like blood to the ground. The disciples were sleeping while the Savior was bleeding out loud. No crowd, no applause,
No camera to capture the cost, just the son and his father in the dark, counting everything lost. The cup in front of him was full of every sin I commit, every lie I ever tell, every throne I never submit. And he drank it not because the pain wasn't real, but because the love was louder than everything he had to feel. So when I'm on the floor and my body's giving out, and the weight above my chest is filling everything with doubt, I think about the garden where he pressed his face to clay and said, not my will but yours, and meant every word he prayed. Matthew 26:39, the greatest prayer ever spoken. Not a prayer of comfort, it was a prayer of the broken. A prayer that said, I'm terrified, but I trust you more than fear. The sweat was blood by now, and still he stayed right there.
Blood and sweat in the garden.
He paid it all, before the cross, before the nails, before the fall.
Blood and sweat in the garden.
He stayed the course, so every drop I leave in here connects me to the source.
Gethsemane,
Where obedience bled,
Gethsemane,
where he bowed his head,
Gethsemane,
where the price was set. Every rep I push is my answer
to that
debt. Isaiah 53, a man of sorrows, well acquainted with the grief that breaks you down until your vision's painted, with the kind of dark that doesn't lift unless you trust the dawn. He was wounded for my failures and he still kept going on. Philippians 2:8, obedient all the way to death. He didn't tap out at the hard part, he gave his final breath. So I don't get to tap out when the training gets severe, when the muscle tears and mends. It's his voice I need to hear. Romans 8:17, if I share in his suffering, I share in his glory. That's not nothing, that's everything. The cross was not the ending, it was the door swung wide. And every moment I push through the pain, I step inside. Hebrews 12:2, for the joy set before him he endured. So when the joy feels far away, I hold on to what he secured. Galatians 2:20, I've been crucified with Christ, not my will but his. That's the sacrifice I prize. He paid it all, before the cross, before the nails, before the fall.
blood and sweat in the garden.
He stayed the course, so every drop I leave in here connects me to the source.
Gethsemane,
Where obedience bled,
Gethsemane,
where he bowed his head,
Gethsemane,
where the price was set. Every rep I push is my answer. Hey, 2 Corinthians 4:17, light and momentary trouble, achieving for me glory that is far beyond the rubble. So I reframe every drop of sweat and seed into the ground. What looks like loss inside this gym is where the gain is found. He could have called the angels down and ended all the pain, but the garden was the threshold and he walked through it in rain. So I walk through my Gethsemane, whatever name it wears, because the one who stayed the course is with me in my prayer.
blood and sweat in the garden.
He paid it all, before the cross, before the nails, before the fall.
Blood and sweat in the garden.
He stayed the course, so every drop I leave in here connects me to the source.
Gethsemane,
Where obedience bled,
Gethsemane,
where he bowed his head, yeah.
Gethsemane,
Where the price was set. Every rep I push is my answer
to that debt.
You think your sacrifice is too much? He sweat blood in the garden, with the weight of every human failure pressing down on his chest. And he said, not my will, but yours. That's what it means to finish. That's what it costs to win. Now get back up.
Ephesians 6, suiting up before the battle. Heavy 808s, 427 BPM, pre-workout anthem, spiritual warfare, 220 plus men, belt of truth, your foundation and core, breastplate, righteousness over the heart,
Gospel peace.
every purpose. Shield of faith, killing every doubt midair. Helmet, salvation guards the mind. Sword of spirit, the word as the weapon. You don't walk into a war without your armor. You don't walk into the gym without a reason. You don't walk into this day without knowing who you are and who is fighting with you. Suit up every single day. Ephesians 6, I read it like a pre-workout label. Every piece of armor is a weapon on the table. Before I touch the bar, I gotta check my inventory, cause walking in unequipped means walking out without the glory. Build the truth around my waist, that's my foundation first. Can't build on what I'm hiding, so I deal with every hurt. Truth about who God says I am before who the world sees. The belt holds everything together, it's the core of what I need. Breastplate of righteousness across my chest and over my heart, cause the enemy goes for the feelings first. That's where he tries to start, but my heart is guarded by the blood that covered every stain. So the arrows that he fires in my chest come back in vain. Feed it with the gospel of peace, I move with purpose now. Every step inside this building is a step beneath the vow. I didn't come to play around, I came to occupy. The enemy knows my footsteps and he knows I don't comply. Armor up, armor up. I don't go in naked, every piece is purpose built. This war ain't for the faint-hearted. Armor up, armor up. The battle's already started. Truth, righteousness, faith, fully loaded, fully guarded. Belt on my waist, the breastplate on my chest, helmet on my head. I don't move without the rest. Shield in one hand, sword in the other one. Armor up, the soldier of the Lord has come. Shield of faith, I raise it every time the doubts come flying. Quenching every flaming arrow, doubt and fear of firing. When the lies come at me fast, I don't stand still and take it. I lift the shield of what God said and watch the enemy break it. Helmet of salvation on my head, my mind is his. Whatever tries to infiltrate my thoughts gets filtered through his. Cause 2 Corinthians 10, for my weapons on the flesh, they pull down every stronghold, they withstand every test. And in the sword, the spirit in the word, my final peace. Not just for defense, but for offense, I bring the beast to his knees. I open up the scripture like a soldier draws his blade. Every promise is a weapon and they never ever fade. 1 Peter 5:8, the lions prowling looking for the weak, but I am not defenseless and I'm not the one who'll seek. Romans 13:12, I put on the armor of the light, so even in the darkest gym, the kingdom shines tonight. Armor up, armor up. I don't go in naked, every piece is purpose built. This war ain't for the faint-hearted. Armor up, armor up. The battle's already started. Truth, righteousness, faith, fully loaded, fully guarded. Belt on my waist, the breastplate on my chest, helmet on my head. I don't move without the rest. Shield in one hand, sword in the other one. Armor up, the soldier of the Lord has come. You can't fight what you can't see with weapons you can't hold. You need the full armor, not just the parts that you were told. Don't leave the house with half a suit, the enemy knows your gaps. He studies where you're unprotected and he maps your collapse. So every morning, before I lace up and before I lift, I stand before the Lord and I receive his holy gift. Not by my strength, not by my power, his spirit is the force. The armor was already made, I just have to stay the course. Woo, 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 woo. Armor up, armor up. Hey, I don't go in naked, every piece is purpose built. This war ain't for the faint-hearted. Armor up, armor up. The battle's already starting. Truth, righteousness, faith, fully loaded, fully guarded. Belt on my way, the breastplate on my chest, helmet on my head. I don't move without the rest. Shield in one hand, sword in the other one. Armor up, the soldier of the Lord has come. Belt, breastplate, feet, shield, helmet, sword. 6 pieces, no exceptions. You think a soldier goes to war missing half his armor? Then why do you go into your day missing half of yours? Suit up! The war is already happening, whether you show up for it or not.
Arms are shaking, vision's going blurry. Everything in me is saying put the weight down, but there's something else in here. Something that doesn't live in the muscle, something that doesn't answer the pain. One more, one more, one more.
One more. The bar comes down and my chest is caving in. My shoulders screaming at me like they done before I begin. The last rep is the one that makes the difference. I know this, but knowing doesn't make it easier when the body starts to ghost me. Matthew 26:41, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak and it will fold without the feeling. So I dig below the muscle, past the tendon and the bone, into the place where God himself decides to make his home. Philippians 4:13, not I, but Christ who strengthens. That verse ain't motivation, it's a lifeline. When the pain descends, it doesn't mean the weight gets light or that the burn goes away. It means there's power in my weakness when I got nothing left to say. Isaiah 40:29, it gives strength to the weary. The youth shall faint and stumble, but his promise rings out clearly. Those who wait upon the Lord shall mount with eagle wings. So this last rep is an act of waiting. Watch what waiting brings. Body's done, but the spirit ain't finished. This is where the weak get distinguished. I don't stop when it hurts, I stop when it's done. I lock in with the spirit and I push through everyone. When my hands let go, he holds it. When my legs give out, he carries. The last rep is the first step into everything he has for me. 2 Corinthians 12:9 is power made perfect in weakness. So I stop performing strength, then I start confessing this. I am not strong enough, that's not defeat, that's the door. The moment I run out is when he steps in and gives more. Hebrews 12:1, I run with perseverance the race. Not looking at the crowd, not checking my own pace. Fixing eyes on Jesus, the author and the finisher, who ran his race to death and rose, the ultimate deliverer. Galatians 6:9, don't grow weary in the doing. The harvest only comes to those who kept their hands from moving away from the assignment, off the bar, out of the fight. The last rep is the threshold between settling and the height. James 1:3-4, the testing of my faith produces perseverance, and perseverance has a face. It looks like shaking arms that lock out one more time. It looks like finishing what God assigned despite the grind. Last rep. Body's done, but the spirit ain't finished. Last rep. This is where the weak get distinguished. Last rep. I don't stop when it hurts, I stop when it's done. I lock in with the spirit and I push through everyone. When my hands let go, he holds it. When my legs give out, he carries. The last rep is the first step into everything he has for me. Right here, this is where most people quit. Right here, where the bar feels like a pit. Right here, where the body writes its letter of resignation. Right here is exactly where God starts the transformation. The growth doesn't live in the comfortable reps, it lives in the last one. The one soaked in sweat. The one nobody sees but God and you and the iron. This is the holy rep, this is where I'm climbing. So I breathe in his name and I lock out my arms. Not by my power, by the Lord of the Psalms. Romans 5:3, I glory in my suffering now, because I know what suffering produces, and I know how. Body's done, but the spirit ain't finished. This is where the weak get distinguished. I don't stop when it hurts, I stop when it's done. I lock in with the spirit and I push through everyone. When my hands let go, he holds it. When my legs give out, he carries. The last rep is the first step into everything he has for me. The last rep is never about the weight on the bar. It's about what you find out about yourself when the weight tells you you're done, and something inside you says no. That something has a name, and his name is not quitting. His name is not comfort. His name is not good enough. His name is I am, and he is still here. Finish. Finish.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown. They say that like it's a warning, but to the chosen, it's a privilege. The weight you're complaining about
is the weight God measured specifically for your shoulders. Nobody else can carry what you carry, because nobody else was built the way you were built. Stop resenting the weight. You were made for it. Yeah. I walked into the gym and felt the difference in the air. The weight I lift today ain't the weight that most men dare. Not because I'm stronger, because I've been assigned a load that matches where I'm going in the width of my road. First Peter 2:9, chosen generation, royal priesthood, a holy nation walking in the calling that God sees through. You don't get that title without getting a responsibility. The crown comes with a cross, and that cross requires availability. They see me under pressure and they wonder how I hold. They don't know the king was forged before the story was told. Romans 8:28-30, predestined and called, justified and glorified. God doesn't drop the ball. So when the bar is heavy and the set feels like a sentence, I remember I was chosen for this weight, that's not coincidence. Every plate I load is just a shadow of the calling. The king's weight never breaks me, it keeps me from falling.
King's weight,
On my back,
I was built for this. King's weight,
in my hands,
this is kingdom business.
I don't carry like a servant who resents the load. I carry like a son who knows the way leads to the throne.
King's weight,
Heavy is the head, but the head is held high.
weight,
Chosen ones, don't ask the Father why.
King's weight,
I was measured for this moment right here. The crown don't go to the comfortable, it goes to those who persevere. Matthew 20:26, the greatest serves the rest. The King of Kings came not to reign, but first to pass the test. He carried his own cross up a hill they called the skull, and every step he took was proof that love can make you full. Even when you're empty, even when the weight exceeds what any human frame should hold, his purpose supersedes. So when I'm under pressure and the crowd is gone away and nobody is watching in the darkness of my day, I live because the calling doesn't pause for an audience. I carry what was given with obedience and diligence. Revelation 3:11, hold on to your crown. Don't let another man receive what God has handed down. James 1:12, the crown of life for those who love him, who persevere through trial and refuse to rise above him by running from the way. Instead they ran into it. Isaiah 62:3, a crown of splendor, I will not quit.
King's weight,
On my back,
I was built for this. King's weight,
in my hands,
this is kingdom business.
I don't carry like a servant who resents the load. I carry like a son who knows the way leads to the throne.
King's weight,
Heavy is the head, but the head is held high.
weight,
Chosen ones,
don't ask the Father why. King's weight,
I was measured for this moment right here. The crown don't go to the comfortable, it goes to those who persevere. 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I kept faith through the night. The crown of righteousness is laid up for that day, not for those who started well, but those who didn't stray. Luke 14:27, carry your cross daily. Not your neighbor's cross, not the one that fits you maybe. The one God cut specifically to match your arm span. The king's weight is custom, it was made for one man. So stop comparing what you carry to the man beside you. His weight was built for him, yours was built to guide you into everything the Father has prepared beyond the grind. The crown is at the finish and the weight defines the mind.
King's weight,
On my back,
I was built for this. King's weight,
in my hands,
this is kingdom business.
I don't carry like a servant who resents the load. I carry like a son who knows the way leads to the throne.
King's weight,
Heavy is the head, but the head is held high.
weight,
Chosen ones,
don't ask the Father why. King's weight,
I was measured for this moment right here. The crown don't go to the comfortable, it goes to those who persevere. The weight you're carrying right now was not assigned to you by accident. God measured your shoulders before he measured the load. The crown is not given to the lightest lifter. It's given to the one who carried the heaviest weight and never once asked to put it down. That's you. Carry like a king, because that is exactly what you are. After the resurrection, Jesus could have appeared with a perfect body. No marks, no wounds, no evidence of what he went through. But he didn't. He walked in and showed Thomas his hands. He showed him his side. The scars were still there on purpose, because the scars were the proof. The scars were the testimony, and they still are. I looked down at my hands and read the story written there. Every callus is a chapter, every mark beyond repair tells a tale of showing up uncomfortable, says stay in bed, of choosing iron over easy, choosing purpose over dread. They ask me why I wear my scars without apology, like they expect me to be ashamed of my own history. But every wound that healed on me came back a little stronger, and every scar extends my story just a little longer. John 20:27, put your finger in my hands. The risen king still wore his wounds, so Thomas understands. He didn't hide the evidence of everything he paid. The scars were not his weakness, they were how he saved. So I don't cover what I've been through to make the room feel clean. I let my testimony breathe, I let my story be seen. Cause the man who hides his healing never helps the broken find that on the other side of suffering is peace of a different kind.
Scars don't lie.
They tell the truth about where I've been.
Scars don't lie.
Every mark is where the light got in. I'm not ashamed of what I carry,
Not ashamed of
what I survived.
Scars don't lie.
They're proof that I'm still alive. These hands are bled, these knees are bent. Every scar is evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending.
Scars don't lie.
My story isn't ending. Isaiah 53:5, by his wounds I have been healed. The deepest scars in history became the greatest seal of a covenant in blood that cannot be undone. The Father's love made visible through the suffering of the Son. 2 Corinthians 4:8, hard pressed but never crushed, perplexed but not in despair, knocked down but never hushed, struck down but never destroyed. That's the testimony living in every scar across my body and in everything I'm giving. Revelation 12:11, they overcame by blood and by the word of testimony rising from the mud. So every time I open up about what I've been through, I'm not just telling my story, I'm declaring something true. That God was in the valley and he never left me there. That every scar I carry is the proof of answered prayer. Romans 8:18, the suffering of right now isn't worth comparing to the glory coming, that's my vow.
Scars don't lie.
They tell the truth about where I've been.
Scars don't lie.
Every mark is where the light got in. Oh, I'm not ashamed of what I carried,
Not ashamed of
what I survived.
Scars don't lie.
They're proof that I'm still alive. These hands have bled, these knees have bent. Every scar is evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending.
Scars don't lie.
My story isn't ending. Job lost everything, his children and his health. His friends told him his suffering was the product of himself. But God called Job righteous even in the middle of the wreck, and in the end restored him, scars and all, with no disrespect to what he been through. God didn't erase the memory, he redeemed it, he transformed it into testimony. Psalm 34:18, he's close to the broken heart. So every scar I carry is a place where God imparts his nearness, his presence, the way to be known. The scars are not my prison, they're the address of my throne.
Scars don't lie.
They tell the truth about where I've been.
Scars don't lie.
Every mark is where the light got in. Yeah, I'm not ashamed of what I carry,
Not ashamed
of what I survived.
her scars, evidence that God was in the breaking and the mending.
Scars don't lie.
My story isn't ending. Don't you dare be ashamed of what you survived. Don't cover those marks like they're evidence of failure. They are evidence of war, and you are still standing. Jesus kept his scars after the resurrection, not because he forgot to heal them, but because they were worth keeping. Yours are too. Every single one. And they still are.
Wolves don't attack the strongest one in the herd. They circle the edges. They study the limp. They wait for the one who's separated from the pack. The enemy is not brave, he is strategic. He is patient. He is looking for the weak. So the question isn't whether the wolf is coming. The question is what he finds when he gets here. A sheep or a lion. First Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, be ready. Your adversary walks like a lion. His steps are slow and steady. He's not loud when he approaches. He hunts in quiet places. He looks for the isolated, exhausted, the broken faces, the straggler from the flock who let his discipline dissolve. The one who skipped the training and forgot what he resolved. The wolf don't come for warriors, he comes for the unguarded. The one who laid his armor down before the week was started. But I'm not built for being prey. Know the predator's game. I stay inside the fire so the wolf can't touch the flame. Proverbs 28:1. The righteous are as bold as lions, not as frightened men, just doing what they're told. So I dream like my life depends on what I'm building here, because it does. The wolf is real and so is what I fear. Not the wolf himself, I fear becoming what he hunts. The undisciplined, the comfortable, the man who only fronts.
Wolves and lions.
I know which one I am.
Wolves and lions.
The enemy knows where I stand. He came for the weak, but I refuse to be the one.
Wolves and lions.
I run toward the gun. The Lion of Judah lives inside my chest. I was not born to be prey, I was born for this test.
Wolves and lions.
The hunt is on tonight, but the wolf met a lion and the lion don't fight. Revelation 5:5. The Lion of the tribe of Judah has already triumphed, so the enemy is a loser. He lost before he started, before he circled my address, but still he comes because he's banking on my weakness and my stress. He banks on me, skipping the prayer, skipping the word, skipping the discipline that keeps the lion stirred. Because a lion who forgets he's a lion acts like prey, and the wolf has turned more lions into sheep throughout the day than any weapon formed. It's the slow erosion of identity, the daily choice to comfort over calling, that's the enemy. But Benaiah, 2 Samuel, to the lion in a pit on a snowy day alone, and he didn't quit. Samson tore a lion with his hands in Judges 14, and Daniel in the den, the lions couldn't touch what God had seen. Psalm 91:13, I tread upon the lion's head. The predator becomes the prey when the Lion of Judah's fed.
Wolves and lions.
I know which one I am.
Wolves and lions.
The enemy knows where I stand. He came for the weak, but I refuse to be the one.
Wolves and lions.
I run toward the gun. The Lion of Judah lives inside my chest. I was not born to be prey, I was born for this test.
Wolves and lions.
The hunt is on tonight, but the wolf met a lion and the lion don't fight. John 10:12. The hired hand runs when the wolf appears, but the shepherd stands his ground and doesn't move for what he fears. I am not a hired hand, I'm a son with skin in the fight. I was bought with blood and I will not abandon what is right. So the wolf can circle all he wants.
I see him in the dark.
He's been studying my weakness,
But he miscalculated my heart.
because the heart he's hunting isn't mine alone. To keep the Lion of Judah guards this heart.
The wolf is just a sheep.
In wolf's clothing, strict of power at the name above all names. Every predator retreats when the Lion of Judah claims his territory. And his territory is me, so wolf is real. The hunt is real. And every day you choose comfort over discipline, you become easier to catch. But every day you show up, every rep you finish, every prayer you pray, every word you read, you become harder to touch. The enemy doesn't fear your potential, he fears your consistency. Stay disciplined. Stay dangerous. The Lion of Judah doesn't lose, and neither do you.
Every rep was leading here. Every early morning, every skipped excuse, every last set. Every giant you ran toward, every piece of armor you strapped on. Every scar you wore with your head up. It was all leading here. Not to the mirror, not to the podium, not to the approval of anyone in this room. It was all leading to a moment when you stand before the one who assigned the race. And he looks at you and he says, well done. Hebrews 12:1, surrounded by a cloud of witnesses. Every saint who ran before me left a trail of finishness. They finished through the fire, through the famine and the chains, through the lions, then the furnace, through the beatings and the pain. And now they watching from the stands, the great cloud looking down at the generation running now to claim the victor's crown. So I don't run for nothing, I run for what they died for. I run because the finish line is where they're waiting on the shore. Philippians 3:13, forgetting what is past, straining toward the thing ahead. The prize is built to last. I can't keep looking backward at the failures and the falls. The finish line is forward and it beckons through the walls. Every wall that blocked my path was never meant to stop me. It was meant to show me whether I believed enough to copy the faith of those who ran before and never saw the prize, but died in faith and finished and received it through closed eyes.
Finish line.
Heaven is the goal, I run through every wall. I don't stop for nothing, I don't stop at all. Every rep, every morning, every battle that I fought was training for the moment when I get back what I'm not.
Finish line.
I can hear the crowd of witnesses cry.
Finish line.
With the line of Judah by my side, I run like I know what's waiting on the other end.
Finish line.
I was born to finish what God began. 1 Corinthians 9:24, run to get the prize, not the perishable crown, the one that never dies. Everyone who trains competes, but not all finish well. The ones who cross the line are those who train harder than they fail. Paul said in 2 Timothy 4:7, I have fought, I have finished, I have kept the faith, and that is what he brought. Not his record, not his reputation, not his ministry resume. He brought his faithfulness, that's all the Father asked that day. Matthew 25:21, well done, good and faithful one. Enter into joy, the weight of calling fully run. Those 5 words are everything, the reason for the grind, the reason for the iron and the fire in the mind that refused to quit when quitting was the comfortable choice. The reason I get up before the sun to hear his voice. Romans 8:18, I do the math and it comes clear. No suffering on this side compares to what is waiting there.
Finish line.
Heaven is the goal, I run through every wall. I don't stop for nothing, I don't stop at all. Every rep, every morning, every battle that I fought was training for the moment when I get back what I'm not.
Finish line.
I can hear the crowd of witnesses cry.
Finish line.
With the line of Judah by my side, I run like I know what's waiting on the other end.
Finish line.
I was born to finish what God began. The album's culmination. I ran through the iron and the fire didn't stop. I ran through the giants when the whole army dropped. I bled in the garden and I suited up for war. I pushed the last rep when my body said no more. I carried the king's weight and I wore my scars with pride. I looked the wolf straight in the eye and never tried to hide. I ran 10 tracks of warfare, every verse a battle won. And now I'm at the finish and I lift my eyes through the sun. 1 Corinthians 15:58, your labor is not vain. Every drop of sweat I gave will seed inside the grain of something everlasting, something no one takes away. I ran the race, I kept the faith, I finished it today. Final hook. Full album energy.
Finish line.
Heaven is the goal, I run through every wall. I don't stop for nothing, I don't stop at all. Every rep, every morning, every battle that I fought was training for the moment when I give back what I'm not.
Finish line.
I can hear the crowd of witnesses cry.
Finish line.
With the line of Judah by my side, I run like I know what's waiting on the other end.
Finish line.
I was born to finish what God began. Revelation 21:4. No more tears. No more pain. No more early mornings where the wait feels impossible. No more giants in the valley. No more wolves at the edge of the dark. Just the finish line. And the one who designed it, looking at you and saying the words you ran your whole life to hear. Well done, good and faithful servant. Well done. Now finish your set and run.